Good morning and welcome to the Everything Challenge on No Man's Land. It is April, which is the second month for planting and preparing our fields. I'm going to start the day off by being right at the top of our property. We've got the planter for the premium crops right here. We'll start with parsnips, I guess, because that's what's in the in this guy. And we'll get that starting to be planted. We'll let the worker do that. So there's 3 to do up here. There's parsnips, and then we'll put carrots and or red beets in this one and this one. Looking forward to today because we get to use our new field that we made a couple of episodes ago. Up here, I want to turn this one into cotton, which means we need to grab our big planter. So let's grab... I don't know, let's grab, the New Holland. And its maintenance and petrol's kind of okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Gold mine worked overnight quite happily and got some money in the bank, so before I forget, I'm going to pay down some of our loan. Last time we took out a $200,000 loan and also spent about $100,000 extra on our grapevines. Actually, let's have a go look at those because kind of cool that we now have those. So next to our cows here, we now have our beautiful grapevines. Goes from here all the way to the end of the property over there. Leaves have germinated. Looks like we need to do plowing, which you can do through a mulcher. And then I'm pretty sure these guys will also need some fertilizer. If you look at the map, there's actually another one over here, but there's no trellises or anything. This is just soil that used to have grapes and nothing that we can kind of leverage. Looking at the growth, at one level of growth and barely any fertilization. So we need to get that organized. And we also need to do plowing, which we can do through the mulcher. And we're skipping rolling across the property. So yes, that's on the to-do list, but first let's get into that New Holland and get our big planter here all set up to do corn. I believe the field is completely ready. It has been plowed, stoned, and limed, so it should be ready to go. This is already selected to go on corn. So let's run up to our new field and get this planted. That last stripe, the corn harvest has been planted for the year. I saw in the top corner that the worker has finished doing the parsnips, so we'll set that up to do something else straight away. I think we'll just start with red beets next. So we'll move this back towards base. I think we can use this for another crop. I think soybeans is also a possible thing to use. So we'll use this to plant the soybean crop right there in front of us where that lime is. Let's jump out and get this guy happy again. Uses a tiny amount of seed, only a couple of liters. It does say 26.6 liters. So this one, let's change it to red beets. So each of these plots gives us about 50 to 75,000 liters of material. I forgot to start the worker then. So with them combined, because you need one of each to make triple soup, we'll end up with 50 to 75,000 liters of triple soup, and that's worth about $2,200 per 100,000 liters. So these three fields combined, are making about $100,000 a year, which is pretty good for such a small amount of land. In front of us is our sunflower crop. It's going to be responsible for giving us our oil that we need to make potato crisps. This right-hand side of the field actually will get productions added to it. So I am going to put this down, but I wouldn't be surprised if we actually destroy it as part of the year goes on. Let's put soybeans in here. Start another little time lapse. And then we can get on to the cool bits of the day, which is going to be sugarcane.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. This time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound.
I'm going to leave the this planter here because I'm going to do a little trick. What I want to do is actually unload the seed so that the other guy right in front of us can use it. So I'm just out on the path here, get out of the way, and then we'll throw the seed on the ground, and then we'll pick it up again. So that way I don't have to deliver the seed up here for that guy. He's going to need another 10 or 20 liters, which is nothing, but it still is something. So I've dropped it all out, and then I'm picking up the seed that is spare. Next thing, let's jump into the Fent and go get a sugarcane planter. I've never done this before, so we'll have to kind of discover our way through it. I assume this Fent's going to have enough horsepower for it. So let's look in the... I assume it's not a machine. This is all for harvesting. I've got a couple of mods. I loaded the mods just to find out what the difference is. It's nothing really obvious. This one's 3 wide. This is only 2 wide, 2 rows wide. So 3 meters and 2 meters. I don't really know what the difference is between these two. I think it might just be cosmetic between these two. And this one is slightly heavier, slightly wider. What I did notice, though, was this one has a hitch down here. And this one does not. So I don't think that one can have a trailer associated with it for when you're doing the harvesting. For planting, these are the 2 standard ones, 1 meter wide, 2 meter wide. Out of interest, I did find some things in this area, particularly these 2 lizard ones. So I thought I might actually try one of these. This says the difference is that this is the automated one. I believe this one I'm going to have to be in this little cabin thing. So I think the way it works is a tractor has to be put in front of it, and you'll put that on the AI worker, and then I have to sit inside this and control it. I was going to go a little bit more automated than this. I thought I'd go this one. Looks like it's pretty huge. A lot of capacity for the actual material, and then I got some just some cool trailers for when you're actually doing the harvesting. That's why you need the hitch. So yeah, let's grab this one, and we'll just rent it, I think. My understanding is sugarcane grows back, so you only have to plant it once. So unrealistic, yeah, we won't do that. And we'll keep it cheap. We'll set up, yeah, standard. And whether you need additional fertilizer tanks, no, we won't do that. All right, we'll lease that, only $3,000. And we need to fill it with sugarcane, I believe that actually is available as a pallet, maybe? Yeah, sugarcane. So you get, for 2,000 liters, $380. So what's that make it? That makes it $190 per 1,000. If you just put seed in it, seed is $800 for 1,000. So literally it's 4 times cheaper to get it as sugarcane. Not surprising, it's very similar to the way that a potato works. So let's buy, I don't know. I don't mind having spare. So 6. And let's get those filled up, and then we can head out to our field, which is that one right there in the distance, that brown one. I believe it's completely been fertilized and readied and all that stuff, stone picked. Well, it doesn't seem to want to load. Out of interest, we'll just grab super strength and see if it needs to be... Okay. It needs to be done that way. So, where is my forklift? There it is. Not too far away. It's kind of near home. So let's run this up to the store. So it looks like I have to lift it up and get it pretty high above it at the back for it to accept it, and then I jump into this guy and load it in. I still need to put granulated fertilizer into this, so let's grab a couple of those bags so I don't have to drive elsewhere for it. We'll just grab maybe 2 of those. Hopefully they will load off the ground. But I've put in all 6 of those pallets. Alright, let's see if we can get those fertilizers picked off the ground. Yeah, we can get those at least. They're filling up. I assume they're going... Yeah, there's a tank at the front there it's going into. Alright. Let's get out onto the field and do sugarcane. Never done this before. I'm doing it with a mod, which is kind of cool, I guess. This is the field where we did our premium for the very first time. I assume this is going to be very similar to potatoes, where you drop the front thing down and turn it on. Unfold it. Okay, there we go. Have to unfold it. I assume that means you can put a huge amount of crop in there. And then turn it on. And from a width point of view, alright, we're getting furrows or ridges, much like with potatoes. So yeah, let's go up and down and get our sugarcane planted for the first time. That's pretty cool. We'll let the worker finish that off. Yeah, I was just having a quick look underneath how it kind of worked. Pretty simple. It's got a ridger, and then it just falls down those big silver pipes into the ridge line. I mean, it only animates kind of 2 lines, even though we get more than that here. But yeah, very cool. So we'll let that sugarcane finish. This is our massive oats field that does need to have some fertilizer put on it. We'll worry about that next couple of episodes. Out there is our sunflowers. With that field done, that's actually our last field that is empty on our map. If we look at the coverage, we have corn. Actually, this guy's finished, so we can jump across to there and finish that off. So we've done parsnips and red beets, and then we can finish this off with some carrots. And this will be the last one. Now I'm just going to quickly run across to the seed that we dumped on the ground, because 4 liters isn't going to make it. Just quickly fill this up. Drive by fill. There we go. And this one and the sugarcane will be the end of our planting season. Our grapevines are out there on the hill looking fantastic. To finish the episode, I want to do two things. I want to see if we need to use, I think it's called a mulcher on the field, and then also want to put down a shed for all our implements that we should be buying over the years. So let's put the worker on that. Let's jump across to the grapevines. Let me walk over there. So here's our new grapevine vineyard, I guess. As you can see, it says it needs plowing, and I think it's because this grass needs to be cut down. To do that, I believe you need to use a mulcher. And if we look at packages for grapevines, it suggests we need a tractor, which we will need. And there's the harvester. This is to trim at end of the year. Here's the herbicide and fertilizer, which we own, which is fantastic. Somewhere to put the grapes while you're harvesting. Doesn't have to be this one. And then mulchers and cultivators. So I have this mod, which makes it it's a little bit wider and just makes it, I think, from 2 meters or 1.5 meters to 3. It just is more of a visual thing, but it does look better. A subsoil prepares the field for the next sowing if it can use instead of a plow. So this is the one we want. So let's buy that. And we don't have a tractor that is wide enough to do that. I do have a mod version of the Landini. The only difference is this one has 112 horsepower and this one has 190. We're going to need $40,000. So let's go to our loan and get that out. So we're running a bit of a debt right now, $75,000, but it's not something that we can't handle. Under grapes, and then we'll just get the base Landini. Oh, do we want that? Or should I get the extra horsepower? No, extra horsepower, power. So it defaults to the cheap one. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we have a chance to make it bigger. We'll go, Trollberg's fine. 3-point linkage on the front and the back. Blue looks great. So let's buy that. So here we are over in the store in our new Landini tractor, nice and small. Let's pick up our new disc harrow. And let's get across to the field. On the way, I will pick up our sprayer as well. Okay, let's just dump off the sprayer right here. I don't think we need it right now. I have to put a shed down. And let's put this on the back. I think it might be a bit easier to pull it rather than try to push it, which would be the wrong way around. And let's get this area plowed so we can get a good yield out of our grapes. We'll just put this down. Check that it works. Have a look at that. And it has worked. Awesome. So let's get this done, and I'll see you at the end of the time lapse. Well, that was quite relaxing. Took about 15 minutes of real time. Just going up and down, up and down. The mod gives you a slightly bigger width, which means that you basically cover both vines when you go up and down. If we look at the map now, you can see that we've got a completely plowed area. The standard one is slightly narrower, which can mean you get tiny little slivers of unplowed land. Since we're at the far end, I might as well just go down this side, even though it's not technically necessary, I don't think. But yeah, that was quite fun. I enjoyed just going up and down. During that period, I saw that both workers finished their job, so we can put them back into the shed. Looks like the edit isn't going to go too long, so let's rush over here and quickly get the olives done. This land in front of us where the grass is being cut is the plan for it. I've got this JCB with the shredder on the front prepared for it. Going to quickly use the chainsaw to cut these trees down. We'll clear these stumps out of the way and get these olive groves made. I think that's all the trees down and their stumps gone. I may have missed one or two, but we've got the JCB here if we need it. So let's get the olive grove planted. I'm going to do a save game here because my plan is to make it dead straight rows, much like the grapes way out there that we can't see. So let's make a save game. The way you do that is you force a save. And then you go to the save game folder on the hard drive, and I'll put that on the screen. And just zip it up. You can do that live. You don't have to like exit out of the game. The games are fine to back up, or from my experience, at any time like that. So construction, it's under, is it production? Yep, orchards, olives. So I'm thinking definitely as far as these go this way. So we'll probably start over here. And let's just try to get some straight rows going. And we'll have to get some money out of the bank. And yeah, let me work on this for a little while. Yeah, after playing with it for a little while, got a pretty good patch going. Money-wise, it's super expensive. It's kind of like the grapevines, where it was snap, but it doesn't seem to be as intuitive as the grapevines. So if we look at the map, I assume we're going to see that this also requires plowing, much like the grapevines did. And yes, it does. So let's grab the Landini and put on our new disc harrow, and we'll get it plowed as well. And with this last row, our olives are in and they are ploughed. Quite the episode. We've got the corn. What else we get planted? The triple, all the premium crops, the parsnips, red beets, and the carrots. We got some soybeans done as well, and we got the sugarcane done. So let's quickly look at that before we head off for the day. But it's great to see the olives and the grapevines are in. Yeah, so we've got grapes, potatoes, beets, parsnips, red beets, carrots. Then we've got soybeans. What's next? Then we have sunflowers, which is normally a cotton field. Behind it with a different color over there is oats, which is the rotation between wheat, barley, and oats. Oh, we haven't got sorghum. And then up the top here behind this hill is our new corn field for this season. So yeah, sorghum's the last thing missing. So we'll probably do that next time. Can we plant it in one more season from now? Soybeans, we can do it in May. Sorghum, sorry. Sorghum we can do in May. So we'll do that next time. And the last thing to look at is this guy. 1,000 litres to spare. And what's the time on the clock out of interest? It cost us 0.4. So that's our new sugarcane field. So out of all of the crops, wheat and barley we don't have in the ground right now, nor canola, so those three. But oats, corn, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sugar beet, sugarcane, and cotton is not in right now. Sorghum will be next thing. We just did grapes and olives. Poplar we'll do next time. Grass is always in the ground. And red beets, carrots, and parsnips are all on the ground. So we are a long way progressing there. Let's just run this over to the yard. We will dump out actually there's a little corner there. So I might as well get that done. That's that done. Is there anything else? There's one little more piece over here too. Interesting texture. Alright. I think that's all done. Yeah, so let's go to the yard. We'll dump this off. Let's dump that out. So we got the fertilizer and the seeds back. And we can return that. So half an hour of use. And that will be the end of the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, especially so you can see this massive grapevine field get harvested in a couple of months. And also our new olive and all the other crops are out there. The Everything Challenge is definitely getting close to an end. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Everything Challenge.